think that we will run out of steam if we went for performance.
Manage
the harder CAD.
routing distances by routing
Nothing
delays.
fundamental about the architecture that makes it.
Your routing delays end up being less because of less metal.
And then for
You don't
scaling,
push your
we
architecture
had a customer that asked us to take an Intel benchmark.
mainly because
Use that to prove that everything would work.
You can get started
I
on.
believe this was an Intel white paper that was done to show versus
Routing
routing
distances
that
by
if you grew the device by stamping the lines, you would hit a wall where
less because
as
of
you
metal.
get 90% of the bar.
And then
For scaling, we had a customer that asked us to take a, what we've done is they take the open core designs, because that them out, that everything would work. Filled up 4 different cores. This was an Intel white paper that was done to show 75% of the design. Run them through the tool, the device, looked at them by stamping the lines, or hit a wall where they have 90% of the bar. Basically, we had a customer that asked us to take a, filled up, run different tools, running Intel white paper that was done to show 75% of the design. Then we went back to the original white paper, to the RTL-to-bitstream FPGA CAD. Our long time took our 28 and we scaled it to 26 and so really same performance. We went back. Yeah, this is the idea that we tune the 28 model to have matching performance to a Kintex or an ARIA class 28, and then we derive the area from that size transistor model and show what we get with our architecture. So we have fairly good confidence that we could scale to up to 1 million LEs with this architecture. Obviously, as you do architecture work, you may find things you want to improve. So when we do other architecture, we'll probably make changes to try and improve this.
Jay, what does 90% LE utilization mean in your case? Meaning that if every tile is interchangeable between logic or routing, do you really, what does that even mean?
So we take our top, use X% as LEs, and we post that as the LE count.
And that's, what's that X percent?
Well, we don't tell people.
90% is some.
90% is in of those LEs, how many you actually use. So if I say that this thing has 100,000 LEs in it, it has 1.x times 100,000 tiles, and you can use all 100% of those spec.
But
We essentially put a governor on this.
The 90% heavily depends on the secret percent.
Yes. But this 90%, when we spec our area comparison, we're taking the LE count in equivalent LE. So if you've got an ALM and you said it's 2.6 or 8 or whatever the number is today, then we say, okay, that's your 4-LUT equivalent. We're going to build that many 4-LUT LEs that you can use. So going through synthesis, you can have this many LEs of logic, and we'll place around that.
So for the sake of this discussion, let's say for this custom, let's say the ratio is 2x, so it's 50% internally.
Sure.
So a 500 KLE device would have 1 million tiles inside.
90% means you can use that 450K.
450K of the tiles of the 1 million tile inside, and then we compare our 1 million tiles area to a competitor's 500 KLE device.
Jay, a related question, is that percentage, the secret percentage, constant, or basically, as circuits get bigger, the channel width usually slowly increases? So do you have to change that percentage if you vary the size over a wide range, because that's your technique to sort of get a wider
We're
channel?
currently using a constant number, but we have the flexibility to change that number if we want to.
Okay.
Much like you can get the field upgrade to your Tesla, where suddenly you have features, we can give you a field upgrade and give you more LEs. Or if there's a software defect, we can give you fewer LEs if we like. We're hoping to not have to recall any LEs, but from our point of view, we wanted to put a safe limit there so that we didn't get into the situation where you're spending all your time fighting with a customer about, I bought this many LEs, I can't use exactly that many LEs. So we'd rather leave some room on the table so that we just don't have to deal with that. And the efficiency is that much that we don't have to worry about that little bit of sort of, is it 50, is it 55, is it 70, is it 75 sort of thing.
Does the software cap you at 100? So like if you need to go to 11, you have to phone up and say how much to go to 11. So
Yes.
seems like a good Seems like a good business idea.
We've introduced a secret knob to turn it up higher that we've given to the field to experiment to see whether customer designs, how close the cliff edge is. But, yeah, we're not comfortable sort of letting customers choose their own cliff edge. The other thing we did differently, and this comes back a little bit to how we started out. So when the company started out, looking at everything you had to do to build an FPGA, especially a modern FPGA, was pretty daunting. So we said, well, we'll just concentrate on the fabric. And then we'll sell it as a core, because the FPGA is a great thing. And so we spent the first few years going around trying to shop an FPGA core to people to put in their SoC. And so we built our tool flow around just a core with no periphery. And then we learned what everyone should have known from the start, which is no one's going to buy an FPGA core without an FPGA that they get to play with and try and see if it's real. So we went back and started building our own FPGA products. But we